Good afternoon, folks. I might have another one here a little later, but right now, I don't like talking about this part, but it just infuriates, it just makes me want to laugh so hard I just had to do it. Alright, AOC goes on and says, well, Elon Musk has such a crush on me, and he wants to build a spacecraft so much, we gotta send people to space to get a sample of the sun. Well, you are absolutely delusional there, AOC. Can you enlighten me what you got ideas of how to get to the sun? You must be delusional enough to think that we can get to the sun without burning. Because first of all, the sun is like literally over 27 million degrees at the core. And second of all, we're literally 93 million miles away from the sun itself. So, obviously, if we want to... And she's tying all this to climate change, obviously, since she's a climate change activist. But, if you want to really compare that to apples to oranges, which is what she's doing, not apples to apples or oranges to oranges, but we won't even get anywhere near close to the sun. We would only be like 1.5 million miles away from the sun or something like that before we burn. That's literally how hot we would get. That's literally how close we would get to the sun before we ever get anything near it. We'd be burnt to a crisp before we ever get there. We'd be nothing but shredded bones. I mean, that's literally how hot that moon is. That's literally how hot the sun is. Now, the guys who landed on the moon, it can get as cold as 36 degrees below zero. Or 456 degrees above zero. I mean, vice versa. 436, excuse me, I said the wrong number. But even still, regardless of what number it is, I mean, it's vice versa. 360 away. 360 degree turn. But still, if you take firefighter gear, for instance, that there can only withstand, depending on what it's made out of, depending on which, I don't know, it's Nomax, but I don't know what strongest material it's made out of, but it's only like 20, I think it can stand, the best it can stand is 2,500. I'm not really sure the best it can stand, but that's about as strong as it can go, as far as I know. I looked it up and that's that's as much heat as it can take. After that, it's toast. Now, if you can actually prove me wrong, if you can build me some kind of spacecraft that is strong enough to withstand heat, that powerful from the Earth's surface, from the sun's surface, 27 million degrees, if you can actually land on the sun without burning and actually can have some kind of suit or remotely close to not burning to crisp and getting on the sun's crisp. Enlighten me if you know something there, AOC. I'd love to know what you got. I mean, literally, you can't even land anywhere near the moon. You can't even go anywhere near the sun. Unlike the moon, you can land on the moon, but you can't go anywhere near the sun. You can orbit the sun, kind of like an eclipse, where the sun passes between the sun and the earth, or where the earth goes in between the sun and the moon. That's a lunar eclipse. Now, a solar eclipse, where the sun crosses between the earth and where the moon crosses the sun. I actually watched the solar eclipse. That was a really good one. But AOC, adolescent on cocaine, you really need a lesson. You really do need to. You must have been drinking too much that night before, because that literally is impossible. There, you weren't paying attention in class. I took astronomy in high school, and I can tell you right now, nobody could come close to the sun. You'll die before you land on the sun. By the time it lands on the sun, the pieces will be nothing but ash by the time they land on the sun. Hell, I don't even think you'll even get past Mars. I don't know how close Mars is to the sun. You probably won't even get past, not Mars, Mercury. I don't even think you'll even get past Mercury, because that's the closest planet to the sun. I don't know how close Mercury even is to the sun. So, that I don't know. So, you'll have to, excuse me on that part, so that I don't know. But, with that being said, comment down below what you think of her comment about being able to land on the planet, being able to land on the sun and trying to get a sample from the sun to see if we can do research on climate change. Comment on down below if you think that there's any other way you can if you can think of a suit that you can use to, that is remarkably, if you know any kind of material that can actually withstand 27 million degrees, or if we can make some kind of material that can get closer than 1 million that can actually land on the sun. Comment down below if you have any ideas, because I like to hear them. With that being said, I'm out of here. And hit the bell for notifications, and hit the like button, and subscribe. With that being said, I'm out of here. Peace.